been doing an insane amount of grinding. And in my adventure of grinding, I have built my new barn. In the last episode, I made the comment about the fact I was a little bummed that I did not have my kibble farm anymore. So I have to make my kibble farm all over again. Now dodos, that's not a big deal. In fact, we're going to fly over here because I think I've got a dodo over here. But I want to introduce the barn, and then I have been carrying around 55 stone walls on my RG. Now I think the gachas eat them in stacks of 10. Don't quote me on that, but that's what we're going to try. We're going to go to the gacha area. I'm also going to murder as many corrupted as I find, because I really want to get more polymer. Or the corrupted nodules, which act as organic polymer. And so far in my venture here, I've only managed to get some dodos for the kibble. You're going to see the barn start to load in here in just a moment. It's directly on top. It's not finished, but it's finished enough that I can build my incubation area, and I can start prepping some of the dinos. The very first level of kibble that we're going to want to make is the basic kibble, which is just dodo eggs. Got my dodos here. The other advantage to having more dodos is that I can get more eggs, so when I find an oviraptor, I'll have a bunch of eggs. Crap, I need a refrigerator too, because I need a place to put the eggs up here. Yeah, the eggs, I'll probably take out the first few ramps here to put refrigerators in. I like to have a refrigerator for each level of egg. Then that tells me how much I've got of everything. So we're going to put the incubation chamber over here. Here's the middle point. Now, I took a Rex out and just went to town trying to farm as many... Actually, you know what? I'm going to start with the four-way. That'll give me my line. And when I snap my generator to it, it's going to be perfectly straight. I'm loving my builds on this server so much. I think that works. And we'll put the thing here. And now we're going to put down the AC units. Now, if I remember from Aberration, I'm going to put these down on this side and then flip around for the other side. I don't think it matters. I think they still work the same way. But to me, it's about the aesthetics too. I want it to look nice. And with the air blowing in, it makes it look more functional. So that was 3, 4... That's pretty darn close. That's not bad. Now I'm fairly confident that's enough air conditioners to hatch things like the pterodon eggs and the argentavis eggs. So the first one, dodos. Alright, we have dodos. They're going to start putting eggs in here. The manas I threw in here, it's my male and female, the highest level ones I have. I'm protecting them in here. I went to Valguero, got the cryopods and the cryo fridge made. I don't have a lot of pods because I can only carry so much across the server on my inventory. But yes, we got that going. The refrigerators are going to run on a separate generator. Are you kidding me? Am I stuck on dodos? Ugh. Okay. So I will have a generator that I'm going to try to put like under the floor here. That'll run the refrigerators and cryopods. The more I think about it, I think Valguero might end up just being my playground. After seeing the look of this base, I'm just in love with it. And I'm pretty sure I can bring any dino to Extinction, so I think Extinction is going to be my main hub server. I think this is going to be the one that I create my giant cryo room. I'm just really happy with this map. Or this build, the location I'm at. Maybe I'll get tired of it eventually, but regardless, I'll still have an awesome setup. Alright. Back on track here. Got the generator built. We're going to go put this stuff away, and then we are going to go try to tame a gacha. My hope is that I can get an element gacha. There's ones that make element dust. There's ones that make black pearls. So I'm going to be continuing to try to get one that makes element dust, because I'm sick of trying to grind for it. I have a bunch, but it took forever to get what I got. Got the vaults now. That's helped out a lot. I want to make a metal vault, but I've already got it made. But there's really no point in it yet until I can get these up, get a industrial forge. Because the metal that I do get coming out of these, I'm immediately using up there. I have another forge that's going all the time because I need the wood burned for gunpowder. Which it would be a good idea to go over here and make some more trank arrows. Just so I have them. Oh, I've almost eaten up all my... I used up all the metal I had to make the stuff that I've made, and so... I'm definitely going to need to start pushing on some more metal farming. Oh, there's my bolas. I wonder what the heck happened to those. Yeah, I don't have my drugs. Now, there's a couple of things that I will tame along the way if we run into them. One is female pterodons. I'll probably swing by where my RG trap is to see if there's any female RGs around. If not, I can just make a bunch of eggs and hatch them out and just take the female babies and let them get raised. It's what I did on the island, so I can do it again here. I already have a good chunk of trank arrows, and RG's got 145 trank arrows, 84 trank darts. I've got the bola, I've got some narcotics, I've got the walls. Well, let's go do this. The entrance, I've only flown up to about where you fly into it. So we're going to go to the entrance to that underground forest biome. If we find a pterodon on the ground, we'll stop, take a look. If it's female, we'll plug it with some trank arrows. Actually, I'm changing my mind on that. I'm going to assume that that underground forest has pterodons. So we'll just do it there. Let's not tame one in the city that we're just going to fly and forget where it's at. If we at least do it in the forest near where the gachas are. Crap. Alright, I'm going to cut to once we get close to the area. I forgot the cryopods. I'm also running a little bit low on chitin, so you're going to see me picking up any scorpions and spiders and taking them out. Female. 105. Well, of course you're not going to land. A male. I sort of want this 105 female. Let's hope she's here when we get back. Cool thing about cryopods, I'll mention that. I know I keep saying I'll see you at the entrance. But the cryopods, if I put this cryopod in that box and he grabs it and deploys it, he then owns the tame. So that's a nice way you can give an animal to another player. And I can also access his feeding trough. So I've been able to put food in there, and hopefully his dinos are able to eat that and survive okay. Because he's been busy doing a bunch of homework and hasn't been able to get on recently. And then I'll let him keep the cryopod too. Okay, we'll see you at the entrance. Okay, coming up on the area where we want to go. Basically a giant opening pit in the wasteland. You fly down into it. When we get to the bottom, I think the blue obelisk is down at the bottom and all like messed up. And then I also need to dedicate some time to building another giga trap. I have found a bunch of gigas in the wasteland around the snow biome. And considering we lost our island stuff for this character, I no longer have a giga. And I want a giga again. I want a giga again, a giga again, a giga again. And there's the biome right down there. Pretty foresty biome. I have not named any of my dinos. I guess I haven't gotten attached to any of them except for this RG. This was a 145 RG that I tamed, and I think it's the only female RG I have. So I should be guarding it with my life, but at the same time, it's pretty much the best thing I've got. Not speed-wise, but, you know, you can kill a lot of things, it can take a lot of damage. I love this biome, it's so cool. It's a little like Aberration, unfortunately, but so it's just got a cool look and feel to it. I love the broken down obelisks. And I think I might do a lore video. I had talked about the lore in Ark and how there were some really great videos out there about it. But as I started to review them, trying to figure out how I can relate the story stuff to what I'm playing, I realized they were a little over the top. little too detailed in my opinion. I mean, it would just be sort of nice to know, hey, this person was here, they went from here to there, they knew this and that, and not the factions of so-and-so and such and such. It's a little too in-depth, in my opinion. We We are hunting for gachas. Gachas are a passive tame. And I believe all we have to do, we find one, and then we drop the doors in front of it. It eats them. And after it eats enough of them, you tame it. No gachas sighted yet. I haven't seen many dinos, period. There's a parasaur. A couple parasaurs. A few. Oh, there's a gacha. I don't even know. It's level 95, so maybe. Another thing about the gacha, I guess they don't like to be around a bunch of other gachas. So if you have them, you don't want to put them all together. I guess they get sad or something. And I don't know. I don't know if they die from that. I don't know how to get them in stacks of 10. So we're going to do these stacks of 14. Alright. Hello. I dropped that for you. You going to pick it up? Oh, you picked it up. Yeah. Halfway there. You want some more? I got more. So at this rate, I'll be able to tame 2 gachas. 141. Yeah. Alright, what do you make? Production. Red sap, silica pearls, crystal, sand. Well, I guess it's good he makes red sap, so. But finally, a productive trip where I didn't spend half the time wasting time. So that is how you tame a gacha. Let's try to find one more, because obviously we only have enough to get one more. I could make the, I think you can make wood or thatch doors, and that tames them as well. But the taming effectiveness isn't as good, and I might have mentioned it in previous episodes, but if you haven't seen it, taming effectiveness determines how many extra levels the dino gets, along with how quickly they tame. So if you tame them with the best thing, if I had tech structures and fed it to the gacha, it would have gotten even more levels. But there's no chance as a solo player I'm going to be able to make a bunch of tech stuff just to give away to a gacha. Ain't gonna happen. Now that one was a level 95. So what I'm hoping is the next one we find higher level than that. I really don't want to tame one that's like below 50. And I think with the doors that we have, we could probably tame something around 120 maybe. And I run a very strong chance of getting lost in here because I'm not very familiar with this area. I do love the fact that I'm not seeing a lot of aggressive dinos. It's pretty tame here. I like it. Would not build a base here because I do not want to relive the aberration experience. I really loved my aberration base though. Now that you think about it though, It's not quite as bad considering I lost Dr. Drake. He would have been the one thing I would have thought about, like, oh man, I had to start all over, I don't have Dr. Drake, but I killed him in the Rockwell battle. Holy, it's, oh, there's a gacha. That's only the second one I've seen down here. Level 50, and it's a male. I'm pretty sure the one I got is a male. Yeah, I'm gonna tame a female. I want the breeded pair, because then I can see if I raise baby gachas, if they're like random production. Like maybe they'll make a baby gacha that will do different things than mom and dad. That's the hope anyway. Oh, before I started recording, while I was out farming corrupted nodules to make the air conditioners, I did crash once out in the wasteland. But still, in comparison, the amount of crashes I've had to deal with here is barely anything compared to what I had to deal with on Aberration. They used to actually absolutely make me mad on Scorched Earth. When I was playing on PC, everything worked great until they did an update, and then I would crash a lot. And it never fails that whenever I crashed, it seemed like it was always right when I... It was right when I would be flying over lava. Okay, I want to point this out. Surprised that I flew right to this. This is the entrance to a cave here, down in this biome. There's 3 caves. This is one of them. And let's get the coordinates too. I might even have to reference this for myself. 11.9, 39.3. And I don't think I can fly in here. But there is an artifact. Let's see. Really hope it doesn't knock me off my bird right while I'm flying in here and then I get killed by something. That is a Rex. Yep. Okay, game is going really slow right now. Oh, it's because I'm at the... I bet you that's the official cave entrance right there. Alright, so you can't fly in there. But this this cave has an artifact at the end of it. There's another one right next to the snow biome. It's just to the side, sort of the northern side of it. Just on the outside of the biome, actually, is where the opening is for it. And then the one for the other artifact is right next to the desert biome. And I think that one sits inside of the biome. Pretty sure, anyway. And I'm not going to turn on cave flyers. I have not done that setting at all. To me, it completely makes the challenge of the caves non-existent. There's a female gacha. It's only a level 20. But we wanted to prove concept here, so we're just going to do it. Hey, lady. See, I got something to give you. Or you take that. Hello? I don't need those. Here, eat that. Eat that. Take it. Take it. Come on. Come on. There you go. That did not tame you. Come on, where are you going? There you go, there you go. Yeah! And see, that was only 9 more levels. Are you serious? What is attacking? Oh, really? Bugs? You're definitely not a fighter, are you, lady? Now let's pack you up, take you back to base. Alright, pending I don't see anything of interest along the way, I will meet you all back at base, and we are going to unbox these gachas, throw some saddles on them. Let's see what this makes first. Black Pearl, Blue Sap. Oh, I have all 3 gems, Crystal. Okay, this is a good one. I am happy with this one. So if I set those to make that, I mean, heck, get some good stuff. And we've got the owls now, so I can start making some baby owls. And I can already see the blue obelisk, so that gives me an easy way to navigate how to get out of this thing. Because you fly down right next to it, so you just follow that out. So I follow this, I'm going to go back to base, and we're going to unbox our gachas. Alright, back to base. I think what I'm going to end up doing is we're going to deploy the gachas in here. Wow, that really did a number on you, didn't it? I don't know what they eat. We might put the gachas just sort of at the end here, because I want to move the owls up. The owls are going to make the owl pellets. We need to test our incubation to see if we are able to incubate Argentavis eggs. Our Argentavis and Tapejara eggs are going to be used for the 1 kibble. So for basic kibble, we're using the dodos. For the simple kibble, which is the next level up, using, what's it? The pterodons. I like to use a lot of flyers. They seem to sit well on the ramps. They're easy to move around. The regular kibble, because I'm going to be taming one soon. In fact, I might build a trap and put it in the episode. Velonasaurs. Not only are they just awesome, but yeah, those guys, we can use their eggs for regular kibble, so why not use that? Before on other maps, what I'd usually do is just tame a bunch of Ankies, and I would use the Ankies for their eggs, but since I can get Velonasaur, that's going to be the one. The large eggs, or superior kibble, I can use the Tapejaras for that, so I was wrong. Sorry, not... Pterodons are the simple Tapajaras will give us superior kibble. So we're going to have them now. It says snow owls do as well, but I haven't seen any of them lay an egg. So I don't know. Of course, I don't think I've had many Tapajara eggs either. And I'm going to have a bunch of snow owls for pellets. So maybe we use the snow owls? Okay. Exceptional kibble. That is by a Theory, a Rex, a Giga, a Brano, or a Basilisk. And we're going to use Rexes, because I always like to have my army of boss Rexes. So we'll be building that. I need to find out if Quetzals are on this map. I have not seen one, but I really want to get a Quetzal. I know they're going to be over on Valguero. And then the last is Extraordinary Kibble. The Extraordinary Kibble, you know, once I can get wyvern eggs again, you can use wyvern eggs to make that, but you need the giant bee honey. And you need a place with beehives. And that I do not believe is here. So we're going to focus on our next thing here. Oh, I was wrong. The superior kibble, I use the Argentavis. I don't use the Tapajara. So the Argentavis is what I get my superior kibble usually with. But, you know, the Argies always seem to lay a bunch of eggs, and I'm not seeing the snow owls do it. So I'm going to have to figure out what I want to do there. But, you know, I think they're all female. Yeah, every one of these is a female except for the one male. Go figure. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I could breed them once and see. I'm pretty sure the owls lay eggs. I seem to remember seeing owl eggs. Alright, so the male is going to go all the way here to the front. Actually, no, I like to keep the male all the way towards the back. Crap. I intentionally put this glass roof here because I'm going to put the male up front and then all the females next to it. And then when I want to, I'll have all the females enable mating. And then all I have to do is come up, enable mating on the male, and then a bunch of eggs get spit out. The Argentavis as well can give us kibble. I'm going to bust this out. I'm going to put two greenhouse doors there. Then I don't have to walk all the way around. I can just open a door, walk out, and soar down. Yeah, the gacha saddle. Is that something I can make? Oh yeah. Okay, so chitin, fiber, and hide. Alright, we can saddle up both of our gachas. Definitely need to find an oviraptor. can't wait to finish this thing too. Alright. Behavior, enable mating. Behavior, enable mating. Alright, so hopefully after they're done doing the dirty, we'll get to see if it's an egg. I don't know what they eat, but its food looks full, so I've got to assume it's eating off the trough. And then I also don't know what to put the points into. Obviously, this thing needs more health. I don't know, is it... Crafting skill, that's it. Crafting skill is what gives them better stuff. So you put things in their inventory, and then they chew it up and spit out cool stuff. We're riding around on a gacha. This is awesome. These two probably aren't going to stay in here. They're just super big. Even though the barn is very big, the barn is more or less meant for my dinos to make eggs. So I think you just fill them up with owl pellets and they spit out good stuff. Alright, the manas aren't going to let them get that far. Alright, the gachas might not be able to stay in here. It might be a little much. But I think, yeah, so see, he's smiling. So when they're smiling, they're happy, but when they get all sad, they'll start frowning at you. There we go. Okay, they do make eggs. Sweet. So we'll put the snow owls and the RGs next to each other. That way, oh god darn it. I'm gonna make that ladder. So I put a ladder on this thing, and then I can climb up there and get to the second layer. And then eventually I'm going to have a third layer on here too once I get this finished. And then there'll be another little platform up there with another ladder on that. So you can go up to different levels depending on the platforms. Alright, well, we got to get the rest of the owls in here. The advantage of building a barn like this is that you can get all the dinos to make eggs all in one spot and then just walk through there on occasion and gather up what you need. I don't know if I can make a metal ladder. Nope, wood ladder. Fiber thatch wood. Fiber thatch wood. And still, that mana's still an adolescent, so that's not fully raised yet, even after all this grinding. Ugh. I've really got to get used to the fact that the owls land on their own. It's not like the RG. Once they hit a surface, they will land on it. And now I'm that much happier that I made the ladder. Okay, so there's a Velonasaur. I want to tame him. And there is my trap. So I want him mad at me. Ow, ow, ow. I want him going up that ramp and dropping in that box. Alright, he's in the box. Can he still shoot me? Yes! Now I apologize for the background noise. I'm washing and drying clothes and my dryer is a bit loud, but he is stuck. This is perfect. So we're going to check for any threats around, as long as there aren't any. And there's a beauty off in the distance. What do you set to? Passive? Okay, cool. Alright, so I'm going to try to knock him out with arrows. That was a little bright. Try to see if I can just crouch in here and get him. As soon as I knock this guy out, I will talk about my trap design. Yes! Oh, successful day. Okay. Now, assuming they're meat eaters, what I'm really going to want to get is a male. Do you still have that prime meat? I doubt that's going to last long enough. But we have a Velonasaur. Well, got knocked out. So if we can get a little more prime meat. Find a Carno maybe. There we go, a couple of Carnos. Okay, 4 Carnos. Now I picked this location for a couple of reasons. First reason being that I had a little bit of a natural protection with this structure here and the drop-off. So nothing can come up against the trap from this side really. So yeah, it just leaves this side open. Alright. We have a Velonasaur. Now I did not bring the cryopods, which I wish I would have. I'm going to go grab a cryopod and then we're going to go try to find a male. This is a female. And then I also want to talk about this trap a little bit. I'll do that before I go. So the trap is 1, 2, 3 by 2. There's 3 doorways here, 2 doorways here. So 6, 8, 10. 10 doors, 6 floors, 10 ramps. And that's how you can do it. You just gotta get him angry. Now this guy lucked out here because this Velonasaur was just already chasing something down and coming in my direction. So, and then I also put it by that structure because it makes it a lot easier to find it. Don't know if you could see that or not, but the Velonasaur was shooting. They shoot projectiles out of their face. It's beyond cool. There's a Velonasaur right there. And that's a male. I mean, it's a little level 15, but I'm trying to get a breeding pair so I can use them in the kibble farm. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. I don't see an indicator for the storm, but I hear it. I am not going to waste any time in getting back to base. Whoa, there's a lot of them. Stupid pterodon. Go away. Trying to get out of a storm. Now you can see the things bounce off the top, so there's obviously some kind of shield above the city. But I think if you're out in the open during the storm, that you'll get obliterated. So that's why you never want to build anything out in the wasteland area, because it can just get destroyed. I'm pretty excited. After some challenging traps and tame efforts, it was very nice to finally just get one that worked. I finished my barn. And while finishing the barn, I was also able to... Oh, there, you get that? I already got it, I think. While finishing the barn, I was also able to build the greenhouse on top of it. Power it, put in some fridges. So it's well on its way to being a kibble farm like we had on the island. I left a big opening there, which you can probably see that I can fly right into that opening. And there's a behemoth gate on the other side. But it looks pretty sweet. You're wondering what this metal box is up here? It's just a box to hold my generator. The doors to the greenhouse are there. Now, I don't know if this will work. I know in previous maps, like if you had a structure over top of your greenhouse, you wouldn't get the greenhouse effect. So I'm really hoping I didn't waste all those resources building that to find out that I can't use it. I don't want to waste too much more time because we got to get back to the desert. We got to freeze the Velonasaur that we got. Uh-oh. Okay, we'll take the Tapajara out. Since it's a female, we'll put you in the barn. Okay, we're good. I'll just do this really quick. So the owls started laying eggs the minute I put them in here, so that was nice. But yeah, I've gotten a handful of owl eggs so far. The dodos keep laying eggs pretty well. But this is how it works. The flyers, now the males are here, so I don't worry about them not dropping an egg. But even if they did drop an egg, they won't, but if I had a female in this position, it would still roll down the ramp into the floor. Same thing here, if they lay an egg, or the owl pellets, those will roll down here. And once I'm done, all I have to do is walk through here and check the floor and see if I got eggs. Now, I might just be remembering it wrong, but I thought at one point the oviraptors, not only do you tame them with eggs, but I explained this on the island, if you pack them full of stone and then set them to wandering, they give a boost to the egg production of all the dinos in the area of them. So it's always good to have a couple of oviraptors inside your barns or wherever you're harvesting eggs to boost that. But I thought that I remembered somebody saying you could set them to wander without weighing them down in an area and they would pick up all the eggs in the area. I don't know if that's true, but that might be something fun to test out on the map. I haven't seen a lot of oviraptors. The only ones I saw were the the bunny oviraptors, but I know they've got to be here because I did see them. I'm going to fly a little low too, because another thing I've been wanting to find, there are still bunny dodos here. Another thing I've been really wanting to find is a dung beetle. Now that I got the farm going, I only need one, and it really irritates me because I saw one earlier when I was heading out on the gacha hunt, and I thought I remembered where I had seen it, and went back, couldn't find it. So we'll just keep our eyes peeled, and if we find one. And last night I started getting really tired, so I couldn't think to myself what it is, like, what's the other stuff that I want to do outside of the extra taming. There's all kinds of extra stuff to do here. For instance, there's the orbital drops. You'll find them out in the wasteland, and there'll be like a pillar of smoke coming up from them, and you fight waves of corrupted. There's the boss battles, which are Titan bosses. There's the element things. It's sort of like the orbital drops, but it's like a element deposit. I think that's what it's called. I could be messing up the name of that. Oh, that's what it is. So the biomes do have a night and day cycle. Oh, good. You're still alive. Thank goodness. I'm gonna get you safely frozen. Now I could just demolish these. It does not cost that much resources to build. Alright, let's go see if that one is still over here. Oh. There's one. Are you a male? Female. Oh, and I built the taxidermy tool. I have not used that yet. So I don't know. There's a male right there. Oh. Got him. Alright, Thorny Dragon's taken off. Alright, we got our male and our female. Ow. Okay, be careful about that. Yes, unconscious. Don't know if I got prime meat from other guy. Nope. Oh, another thing I want to tame desperately, only because of the Easter event. I want to tame Brocoptodon, the kangaroos. The reason for that is the Easter event gives you a bunny costume for the Brocoptodon. You could basically turn him into a big rabbit. I've got to see that. Yeah, so that's on my list. And the Brocoptodons are all over here. And I remember you used to be able to shoot them with bolas and bola them. And now, for some reason, that does not work. So, I don't know when that got nerfed or when they changed that, but... So, I have to figure out a way of snaring it so I can tame it. And the only way I can figure out doing that is with a bear trap. So I built a few bear traps, So my idea is, if I can find one somewhere out in the open, I can sort of surround it with bear traps. And as soon as I get it stuck in a trap, just pepper it with arrows. But I don't know if that's going to be enough to knock it out or not. And I am striking out on prime meat. I just need one for this little level guy. Another tip I've heard about these guys is that if you keep right on them, don't give them any space so they can't shoot their projectiles, that you could pretty much just own them. I definitely picked the right spot to put this trap down, though. I mean, everywhere I turn, I see another Velonasaur. Give me prime meat. Yay, got a prime meat. Alright, let's go tame up this dude. And we will have our mated pair. Oh, it's exciting. And we got a level. Nice. And then I had to invest in one more thing. I got myself the scissors engram. Because we absolutely had to have our haircut. I want my mohawk back. But actually thinking about it, I might not be able to get my mohawk back. I don't know what I did to unlock that before. Get me on my dang bird! God, that was irritating. What is with this? Not by thorny dragons. Let's freeze you for this goes south. Now eventually, yes, I would love to get higher level ones. And maybe even before I leave, we'll take a look at these ones that were over here, but you can always do some smart breeding and get your levels up higher. Yeah, another level 15. I remember on the public servers I had, I think there were 274. Oh, level 5. I bet you I can knock this thing out without even trapping or anything. Yep. Okay, that almost cost me my life, though. That was very close to a stupid decision. Alright, so these guys, they will tear through your armor and your health very quick. I'm glad I have polymer at home. Well, you know what? We know it's by the terminal. We'll grab some meat to feed it. And if it lasts, then we'll come back and get it someday. No shortage of scorpions. I have to worry about getting any more chitin. Oh, doing well. The gacha trip, you know, it took a little bit to find them, but we found a male and female gacha. Velonasaur trip, we got a male and female Velonasaur. So I guess the next up on the taming list is definitely the Procoptodon. I think I want to go back to base. I want to repair my armor and heal up. And then maybe go back to the desert and try to use the bear trap strategy to get... God, you guys are never going away. Use the bear trap strategy to get a Procoptodon. So gas bag Procoptodon. And I don't have any metal left cooking in here. But that's not a big deal because I'm not using it for that purpose. I'm using that to make charcoal. Actually, we're going to take the Tapejara up there. So I can drop that off. Yeah, these guys, they try to stick on walls, so you have to land them just right on here so they don't do that. Love the colors I've gotten on these Tapejaras. I mean, they're the Easter colors, but why? Why? Why do they do that sometimes? It's so stupid. Ugh. Okay. You're not set to follow. Just stay right there. There. Yeah, the Easter colors are definitely, probably my favorite. Time to put some Velonasaurs up. And I think they will sit on this bottom row. Oh, might need saddles for those. Ah, yes, pterodon egg. I have the refrigerators labeled too. That's poo, that's not an egg. That's an egg. So go over here, basic dodo. There is a parasaur egg in there too because that works. Simple pterodon. And then here we have regular, that's the Velonasaur. The superior is owl and Argy. And exceptional are my Rexes. And the only thing I don't have accounted for in here is the extraordinary kibble. And if I get some, I'll probably try to get the Uranus to do that. But I'm not going to be making any kibble anytime soon. Because I have to make the crop plots, and I have to irrigate it. I haven't done that yet. It's going to be tough to irrigate it up where it's at. So yeah, while it's built, it's still not quite ready. Alright, so I got 200 seconds left to wait on this. And now I remember the other thing I usually do that I haven't done here. And that is I will build for this second row. I'll actually put these ramps down to the floor on both sides. That way I can walk the Velonasaurs up there. Still haven't been getting much for owl pellets. Not sure why. With these guys, it's all about stamina. Health and melee are secondary. But that shooting attack will just chew up its stamina. And the reason I put them up on the second layer is because, yeah, those tails. And we're going to raise a small army of these things. So I think regular kibble is one of those that always seems to be requested a lot. Alright. That thing's ready to mate. Okay, there's the beginning. The farm is taking shape. So we've got the dodos covered. We got 2 pterodons, so I think I'm going to have to breed out, make some fertilized pterodon eggs to raise some of those. Velonasaurs, I'm going to have to breed them, so I have to set them to mate. The owls, I might as well finish filling out the rest with female owls. And I might have to look up why I'm not getting the pellets from them that much. Throw some berries in here. So Velonasaurs and pterodons, breed them up. Get fertilized owl eggs, get those going. Oh yeah, I moved everything down here. So I created a vault for my skins. Because I have an obsession. These are, I don't think I showed this. This is the wooden club. It's a chocolate bunny skin for the wooden club. I mean, does it get any better than that? I love it. I love it. Okay. And you've seen those. These hats aren't that cool. I got a bunch of them for dinos, but they look really goofy on a Rex and an RG. Maybe I'll find something that those look cool on. I haven't used the C4 or E4 or whatever. These are ones you get all the time. That is not a skin. But this. Procoptodon bunny costume. This costume can be used to make your Procoptodon look excellent. Yeah. And then the spears. These turns a wooden spear into this candy thing. So pretty funny looking. And if you have a stack of them like this, there's 2 in that stack, and I use it, the skin will stay applied to any in the stack. So I don't know if you keep the skin if you use up the whole stack, but still pretty awesome. Oh, I remember the other thing I was going to do. Oh, before I take my break, I'm sidetracked again. Obsidian. We're going to make a pair of scissors so we can cut our hair. Something else I've been thinking about doing soon is going on a dino naming rampage. So I look at this guy and I just think, Sherbert. Look at that guy. He looks goofy. I had to. I just had to. I mean, come on, that thing looks hilariously funny. Looks like a circus clown. Alright, what was I gonna do? Oh, cut my hair. Oh, I am awful at getting distracted in this game. It is just... I can make 1 pair of scissors. I've eaten up all my metal. I also unlocked the dino leash. It's pretty cool. It keeps your dinos right around your base. So if you wanted to set them to wander, you could turn that on and they won't leave that area. We have a poop dino. That is just wonderful. Pretty sure that said male. How about this? Your ugly butt, just guard this waterway. How about that? I guess with this, between these two, I might, yeah, I'll make a dino leash. I've never used it. Might be sort of cool to see what it does. Alright, so I got the leash. Got my scissors. So I think I just put this down. Yeah. So it puts that circle out. That's sort of cool. Alright. Oh yes, I can do a mohawk. The romantic is always funny. Braids. Yep, mohawk it is. Mustache. No. Romantic. That's like scruff. Curly beard. Curly beard, yes. No. So you can actually hide your hat under emotes, I think? Yeah. There we go. Oh, my hair must have to grow in. I think it has to grow in. But that's okay. Yeah, I look goofy. I love it though. It's awesome. And hair can be used just the same as pelt. So put these in the utility box. And I'm going to take a break. And when I come back, I may try to get that Percoptodon so we can have a big bunny running around. Because it's just, yeah, it's just important stuff.